In this problem, it says, assume that when adults with smartphones are randomly selected, 47% use them in meetings or classes. If 10 adult smartphone users are randomly selected, find the probability that at least 2 of them use their smartphones in meetings or classes. So how I'm going to go about calculating this is by using the binomial distribution. I know I can use the binomial distribution because we have a fixed number of trials, which is our 10 adult smartphone users. The probability of success is the same each time, which is our 47%, and we only have success and failure. Either somebody uses the phone in a meeting or class or doesn't. And finally, we know that our trials are independent. As long as we're working with a large enough population that we're drawing from, if these 10 users don't necessarily know each other or interact with each other, there's no reason why there would be any kind of dependent relationship there. So that means we're allowed to use the binomial distribution. So how are we going to use this to solve this problem? What I'm going to do is, if we look at this, we know that there's 10 smartphone users. I'm going to, here we go. I make a number line here. So we could have 0 successes, or 1, or 2, or 3. We can't have anything in between any of these. This problem is a good one just because we have a low number of trials. So it's easier to see what's going on here. So we could have as many as 10 successes, anywhere from 0 to 10. And in this question, it asks us to find the probability at least 2 use their smartphones in a meeting or class. So that means that we want to find the probability of anywhere from 2 to 10 successes. 2 to 10 people use their smartphone in a meeting or class. So we're finding the probability of 2 to 10 successes. The calculator won't calculate this. The calculator will only let you start at 0. So we could find the probability of 0 to 1 successes, which is the complement of 2 to 10 successes, and then subtract that probability from 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say probability of 2 to 10 successes is 1 minus the probability of 0 to 1 success. And now I can enter this into the calculator. Since we're starting at 0, that's our key. We have to be starting at 0. We're going to do 1 minus the binom CDF function. It's CDF because we're working with a range of values. Now it's a small range because it's only 0 to 1, but it's still a range. It's not one individual value. Our number of trials is 10. Probability of success is 0.47. And our maximum number of successes is 1. So when I calculate this, I get 0.9827. So very high probability that at least 2 people would use their smartphones in a meeting or class if the probability of an individual using one is 47%. So that's how you do that problem.